Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're gonna have a look at two DeWalt batteries, and these are 18 volt 2.6 amp hour nickel cadmium batteries, and these came from my mechanic, and he uses these for his power tools in the shop or store. Well, it's a shop. Tools that are used very shortly to take out a broken exhaust pipe, to very quickly take that apart, and he says that these batteries has stopped working very well. I did a previous video where I fixed one of these, replaced one of the cells, and it contains cells like this inside, which I had from another battery, and well, unfortunately these cells are only about half the capacity as the cells that are in those batteries, but as he gave me another couple of batteries to fix, so probably it's good enough, otherwise he would have purchased some new batteries. So let's take these apart and see if we can find the errors on them. It might not even be the cells this time. Okay, so here are the cells. This one here has written defect, which, well, you can probably translate that. I also went ahead and I was actually looking for cells at the right capacity to put in here, but they were rather expensive, and I found that it was almost the same price to get a couple of knockoff batteries. So I kind of got that. So I purchased a couple of these. It was like a set, and these are like 18 volt nickel metal hydride something batteries, 3000 milliamp hours, and I think they are about the same. So we might go ahead and take one of those apart and just check them inside and see how close we are. These are, of course, it's a knockoff brand. Don't have a power tool, so I can't really recommend it, but we'll I can showcase it. We can have a look at it, and you can make up your own mind if that's a good deal. But let's take these apart first, and for that I have my favorite brand here. I am well aware that DeWalt is a way better brand. If you use tools to make your money every day, well, probably this is underpowered and not the quality you're looking for, but for my need it's perfect. That one will do it, and it will take apart a DeWalt battery for sure. Let's just do the other one as well. I hope that both of these are new batteries and not the one I've already fixed. Okay, I'll see if I can twist this out of here. Oh, there we are. We do that as well here. How do we do that? Did I do a tiny screwdriver? That will do it. Oh, I don't have my hammer here. Okay, I fixed the hammer. Let's. Oh, yeah, I have been using this for something else. I think it's moving. It looks like it's moving. There was some rubber band in here to prevent exactly this. So they look oh boy, this is the one that I fixed. So I guess my fix wasn't permanent. This one is new. So okay, so what voltage do we have here? 12.42. Yeah, that's not good. This one is better, it's 15.58. So the cell I replaced, I believe was the... Oh, that's not the one. This one is the one that I fixed. So actually the one I fixed is the better one of the two. Interesting. Voltage wise. Yeah, 15 point. So I replaced the battery in the middle of the pack. Yeah, that's a nasty bit of soldering I did there. That crap did not want to stick there very well. So let's check that cell. What voltage does that say? Okay, that cell is totally dead. There is no life in that whatsoever. So I replaced this cell, the one in the middle here, and apparently that has gone very bad again. So might as well just desolder that and have a better look at it. It's free on that side. And it's free on that side. So it should come out now. Now we can try and measure if there is any voltage on it. I think it's pretty dead. Also it seems to have, well, it's probably me soldering that has killed it there. So let's measure the voltage on it. 0.0. I don't know if I can charge it, but... Okay, noise in the background. That well pump has a tendency to turn on every bloody time that I'm doing a video down here in the basement. It just has to be on video. So I have a few more of these batteries, and these are it's the right size. Does it have a label here? It says absolutely nothing about what this is. So here's the battery we just sorted out, and it's an SC 1200 milliamp hour, 1.2 volts. The problem is that this is 1200 milliamp hours, and the ones that I used here, well, according to the packaging, they should be 2600 milliamp hours, which does that. Even I've been charging these a little bit to see if any of them is still good, but if we put in one of these and someone uses a power tool, it will drain this battery twice as fast as everything else, and that means that it will kill the battery. I think the best thing we can do is to well, take a battery from this pack, which should be the same batteries, and use that as a donor, and then I should probably go and order some of these cells just to have some laying around. 2600 milliamp hours or even 3000 milliamp hours if they are really available. Yeah, but let's just check the voltage on these and see. I have been charging them a little bit over here. They were pretty much dead from laying on the table. So that's the bad thing with nickel metal hydride batteries. They don't keep a charge as good as lithium ion batteries. This one is 1.5 volts. This one is 1.5 volts. This one is 1.4 volts. And this one is 1.4 volts. So they will probably be okay, just not for this. So let's not do that anymore. So I'll take this apart, some of it, and we'll find it probably also has a couple of bad cells, so there's no reason to take those. Okay, just before I take it apart, I wanted to check it a little bit. So I measured it before and it was 12 point something, and I have put on my power supply and trying to put a charge on it, and it right now measures 20 volts here. So let's remove the power supply, see if it's still just 12. Oh, it actually got up to 15, so it might. Let's wait a little bit, not take it apart yet. Okay, so while that is charging a little bit, I have loosened the screws in this one. Let's see. Okay, it actually looks similar, same design. And it looks good. This wire is a bit thinner than on the original one. That's a better quality wire, so the wire supplying that piece of power is better on the original one. But otherwise it looks similar, and it comes right down from there, so it's not as if it has to go very far. Would be interesting to look that up. Okay, I was not able to find this anywhere on the internet. As a copy product, I would probably expect that 3000 milliamp hours would be stretching it, but well, I don't know. It could be, but they look rather cheap, so I wouldn't expect it to be all those 3000 milliamp hours. It could be a 2200 milliamp hour. I'm sure it's gonna do a better job than the broken ones. Okay, so this has been charging for 5 minutes ish. So let's see. I would expect that it has a dead cell. So if we take these off and we measure, yeah, 17.5 volts. We're getting close to somewhere that would be acceptable. So I don't think we are done charging yet. Let's keep that on the charger. It might just be, well, you know, not equally charged. Like one cell has become way too discharged. So, okay, we'll keep this up for a bit. So right now I'm trying to push 21 volts into it, and it's more or less not, well, you can see if I vibrate it, you can see the amperage climbing ever so slightly up. It's next to nothing. So it is under 100 milliamps that are going into the batteries, so we are very slowly trying to push up the amperage. Okay, so if you follow my channel, you will know that I'm not very good at throwing stuff out. And these are two chargers, and there's one battery here, and they came from grass trimmer and a hinge cutter. It seems like we have run into a little bit of luck here. That's the same cells. They're not 2600 milliamp hours. That hinge trimmer was too cheap for that, but they are 1700 milliamp hours. So quite a bit closer. It's like 500 milliamp hours more than this one. Let's try and charge this. There should be 24 volts here. So if we charge this with 24 volts for a little bit, we might just get what we want. Cool. That's a lot of cells right there. Some of them doesn't look that great. We could get lucky that there's a couple of good ones there. Okay, so we have been charging this one for a while, and I put a charge on this 24 volt battery up here with this charger, and we can just push it a little bit, give it a little bit more voltage. And we can see I can get it to switch to the red one. When it does that, it's taking in 400 milliamp hours. So yeah, it's getting there. I want to check the voltage on this one. So plus is over there, so plus and minus. So right now it's reading 18.4, and it's dropping very rapidly. So I think we have a bad cell here as well. So I think I have to take it a little bit apart and see what we really got here. If there's one of these cells that are really bad. So let's get rid of some tape here. And this piece of cardboard here, the protective stuff. I will get some plying tools. So messing with a battery, I think we might have some prying tools that might be good for this in plastic. Let's try these guitar pickups here. Let's see if we can use one of those. Oh, one of those. So. Liner. This piece of cardboard is also a big part of holding all of these cells together. I am rather amazed that you can kind of see that there has come dirt into the battery pack, even though it's sealed very well. That's really weird, but nothing looks bad. This one looks bad. There's some rust there, so that would probably be the first one to measure. I don't know if you can see that, but there is kind of some rust there. So let's try and measure that one. 1.258. That might not be that bad. Let's see the middle one. The middle one is 0. It's the same cell that died in the other one. How can that be? Okay, that cell is not showing up like doing anything. So I'm gonna try and give it a bit of a shock here. I'm gonna put the positive on here and the negative on there. Oh, this is just 2 volts, but it's taking a charge. So is it keeping a charge? Why is that cell breaking? No, it's absolutely 0 on the multimeter. You can't see that. See, no charge whatsoever. Same as if I short circuit. And if I put the charger on it, it's probably just a big fat short circuit. So let's give it a real shock. Let's give it something to live off. 1.5 amps. Yeah, it actually took in 0.01 volts. Yeah, now we're up to 0.043. Let's shut this down again. Let's give it something more reasonable. 0.5 amp. That should be good. And I expect we'll have to change that cell. When it's down to 0.0 volts, it's probably dead. Okay, a couple of minutes later, it's still drawing 0.5 amp and the voltage hasn't gotten up any. It's a short circuit. So yeah, that's a dead cell. So we're not gonna bother with that. But let's check these and see if we have a happy donor here. 1.3 volts, 1.2 something, 1.2 something, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. Cool, we have donor cells. Awesome. Okay, I want that cell down there. That has the highest voltage. This one. It's more or less impossible to solder on these cells. So I need that metal strip that is here. So we need to very carefully take that off the battery that's next to it. Well, carefully and carefully. Just need it off of there. There we are. We have our donor. And we have a lot of cells here. So we need to take that one out of there. The same thing here. I need the metal strips to stay there. So we will take the metal strip off the battery that is defective and not off the neighboring battery. Of course. There. And the same thing on the other side. So we need the strip to stay on that one and not on the battery that we're taking out. We kind of have some strip left over, so we can make ends meet, but it's just easier if it just comes off. There we are. And we can take out this cell bridge, which is causing us all of this problem. So let's measure that again, just for good measurement. That was a joke. 0.002. Okay, it's going to the bin. So it goes in here. Have to make sure that it's in the right way. We have too much metal here, so I'm gonna shorten this one and yeah, I'm gonna solder that together. So let's cut this. And I can solder this together. Okay, it seems that I'm in luck. I am able to put solder on this, and also I was able to put solder on that one. So yeah, we might get this job done faster than expected. So now I just need to have those two join each other, and as there is solder on both of them, that shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, looks like we have a good connection there. I'm gonna push this down and leave it to cool. There, good connection, cool. So on the other side, we're gonna bend this over and we're gonna flatten it a little bit. There. And I have a piece of sandpaper for scratching metal, and I'm gonna scratch it a little bit here. And I need that piece. Do I need it to be right there? Yeah, this is great. This is whatever you can dream of. Cool. And then we will polish the back side of this as well. Awesome. Too easy. And then we put that over here. And then we have to figure out where it sits. We will put it right there. Cool. Kind of done. Let's put this together and well, let's measure voltage right now. Can we do that? We can do that. We have the multimeter right there. So with a little luck, we are way over 18 volts here. Oh, maybe not way over. We're at 17.6. So it has dropped a little bit while I've been soldering. I'll charge this up. Let's get the polarity right as well. Plus over here. It's not taking much of a charge. So let's measure this. See, that's minus, that's plus. It says 19 volts. Dropping ever so. I'm gonna hope that's okay. I'm gonna put this back together now. Okay, so this one is back together. And I found myself a donor cell for this one. So I'm gonna be putting in that exactly the same way. Except the piece of cardboard is way easier to get off here because it has been off before. So I'm gonna do that. I have fixed this. The soldering is not that great. It looks like shit, let's just admit it. But it's on there. And right now I'm putting a bit of a charge on it. It was about 16 volts-ish. And so now I'm charging it with about 20 volts and it's taking in half an amp. So yeah, I'm gonna check that for just a little bit before I put this battery together so that I don't have to take it apart again, which is a drag. Okay, so right now I'm charging that battery a little bit. I have this Ryobi vacuum cleaner and it just happens to draw a lot of power, like 7.5 amps. So I thought that we should try and test this a little bit. Let's see, we need this minus there and this plus. Let's see if the vacuum cleaner will run. Yeah, that is not impressive. It's speeding down really fast. Okay, let's try and charge that again. That's not gonna release a exhaust from a car. And that is taking half an amp. Let's try this one. I think this is even worse. nothing. Yeah, I think I need to go back to the drawing board with some of this. Let's try one of these new ones, see what they do. Way better. Definitely are working better than the old DeWalt batteries at present. So this one is totally dead, so I think I need to take that apart again and see if I can figure that out. Okay, I took it apart again, and this top battery is also not giving off any juice. Can you see that? I just tried to give it a bit of a charge, but it's only at 0.091 and dropping. So that one is definitely dead as well. So I measured the one that I replaced, and that one is good. So yeah, I don't know if I can change that one. I'll try. Okay, so I pried the top off. This is well, it's spot welded down there. I have no idea if I can get that on again. Also, there is a temperature sensor that we need to try and carefully remove. That is also spot welded on there, and that's gonna give me equally a big amount of problems to get that on there again. Oh, that broke. We'll have to see if I can solder on the bottom of that battery. Otherwise, this is a no-go. Okay, I have a donor here, and I left the tabs on and both ends, so I think I can solder that on. Yeah, I think this is gonna be okay. Okay, that is one but ugly repair, but I got it on here. It's soldered onto the bottom here, and it has this rubber thing that it sits on. I guess that if you push the battery in the drill so that it can move a little bit. So let's see if we have any voltage here, or any good voltage. We have 17.8 volts now. So I'll put this back together, and we'll check if this is good. Now it's taking a charge, and it was not before. So there was 2 bad cells in this one, and there were 1 bad cell in this one, and they are still not very good. Compared to the 2 off-brand ones here, which seems to work really well. I guess they were about 36 pounds, I think I paid for these. They came from the UK. I think the cells are really worn out on these. You could go and purchase new cells, like get a lot of these and get new ones. These are old, not so good, but I don't really think it's worth it. Okay, I have had them charging for something like 20 minutes while I've been watching YouTube videos upstairs. So let's try first to measure the voltage on both of. I had them charging in parallel here, just because I wanted both of them to have some power. So we're gonna remove that and measure the voltage. It goes that way. So this one is 20.46 and 20.51. So they are a little bit high right now, so that's cool. So let's see how long they run the vacuum cleaner, which is really a more fair test, because they're gonna be running some power tool that draws a lot of power. Okay, it's able to run that without messing up too much. This one is the one where I replaced 2 cells. So let's see how that goes. Okay, it runs the vacuum cleaner. I can hear that it slows down. So let's see how much voltage there's left here. 19.6. Cool. So I was able to fix the batteries ish. They are still pretty worn. I could find some dates on these, and this one is from 2011, and this one is dated back in 2007. So they have been running for years. It's no wonder they're a bit worn out. It's not as if it takes a long time to replace these cells. It's just the rest of the cells are also kind of worn down. And if you're gonna go and replace all the cells, like if you were gonna get new cells and hopefully get some with a higher capacity, well, it might be more expensive than just getting this, let's call it a third-party battery, shall we? Because this seemed to work really well. I bought these just to check them out because I was searching for the individual cells for this, and I couldn't find the cells that was in a price range where I thought they were worth it compared to just buying a new battery. I didn't even know that I had more cells laying around. I knew that I had those 1.2 amp hour batteries, and they're just too tiny apparently. So 1.7 is half an amp hour more. So they are not as much behind as the cells that are in here, and as the cells that are in here are probably also pretty worn down. I'm sure they have seen more use than my hinge trimmer. So yeah, you decide. These were, I think I said 36 pounds for 2 batteries, so it's not that bad, and these are probably way more. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.